What are the secrets to winning big business? Have you ever wondered why some businesses seem to explode onto the scene overnight? One moment they're just starting with a vision and a dream, and the next they're landing massive contracts, they're dominating their industries, and they're making headlines. It's like watching a rocket launch. One second it's on the ground, and the next it's breaking through the stratosphere, while others are still fumbling with developing their launch pads. See, if you wondered why do some businesses win boldly while others stutter right into extinction, this message is for you. So here's the truth. Success isn't about what you say, it's about what you do. Winning big requires fearless action, bold decisions, and a willingness to step out of your comfort zone. Fearful businesses, on the other hand, they stay stuck. They're afraid to take risks. They're afraid to fail. Oftentimes, you'll hear these people talking about what they can't do, but they never tell you about what they can do. You're too afraid to bid on opportunities that can transform your future. They treat opportunity like a hot stove. Too afraid to touch it, even though it's the key to cooking up your success. Here's the good news. You don't have to stay stuck. Boldness is a choice, and today I'm going to show you how to make it. We're going to uncover 3 practical, spiritually sound steps to help you overcome fear, along with real-world examples and actionable strategies to help you win boldly. Now, I want you to think of a boldness like a muscle. The more you exercise that muscle, the stronger it gets. But the less you use it, the weaker and more fragile it becomes. See, fear is systematic. Fear permeates throughout every part of your being, and thus, your business being an extension of you, it will permeate through your business as well. Fearful businesses often hesitate to bid on contracts because they're afraid of failure and they don't feel prepared. It's like a virus that spreads through your business, infecting every decision until the entire operation is paralyzed. The statistics are clear. 90% of small businesses don't even bid on government contracts because they disqualify themselves mentally before even trying. It's like refusing to play the lottery because you think you'll never win. Except in this case, the odds are in your favor if you simply just show up. 74% of big businesses systematically apply to government bids. This is how they became big in the first place. Big businesses act boldly. Why? Because they have grown accustomed to making all of these small, bold acts every day, allowing them to become big businesses. But small businesses don't even try. It's like watching a basketball game where one team keeps taking shots while the other never leaves the bench. Guess who's going to win every time? I want you to let me give you 3 real-world examples of what fear and hesitation can cost you. Now, I know several of you still use Yahoo to this day, but Yahoo was once the dominant force in the early 2000s regarding search and media. However, it hesitated to acquire Google for just $1 billion, and later they passed on the chance to buy Facebook for $1 billion. Now, let's be very clear. Google today is worth $2.2 trillion. Facebook is worth $1.6 trillion, while Yahoo has faded. I don't even know who uses Yahoo anymore. Opportunities are never lost. Just someone else gets them. Another example is with Nokia. They hesitated to get into the smartphone era, thinking we'll always have an opportunity to get into the smartphone sector. And because they hesitated to fully commit to making the shift to quickly embrace the touchscreen technology and the app-based ecosystem, it stuck to its old business model. Apple and Android came up and quickly overtook the entire market, and Nokia's market share plummeted. Eventually, the company was sold to Microsoft, but by then it was too late to recover. If opportunity doesn't knock, build the door, okay? Polaroid, their failure to embrace digital photography. Polaroid was a pioneer in instant photography, renowned for its instant cameras and film. However, as digital photography emerged, Polaroid was hesitant to embrace the new technology, fearing that it would cannibalize their filming business. This reluctance to innovate led to a rapid decline in the relevance and market share of Polaroid, ultimately resulting in the company's bankruptcy in 2001. Innovate or evaporate. That is your choice. See, hesitation doesn't keep you stuck. It moves you backward. A ship in a harbor is safe, but that's not what it's built for. Business is built like an escalator, always going downward. And if you're not constantly climbing upwards, you're automatically moving in the wrong direction. So step 1, I want you to begin the process of shifting your mindset. Speak life over your business. What does Proverbs 18 verse 21 say? Life and death are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat the fruit. The first step to boldness is changing how you speak about your business. Fearful businesses say things like, I'm too small, I'm not ready. That's like a caterpillar refusing to become a butterfly because it's afraid of heights. Bold businesses declare, I'm capable. This is my opportunity. And with God, all things are possible. Step 2, I want you to take action. Do the work even when it's uncomfortable. I'm not the best speaker in the world, but I have decided to bring forth all of the things in my life that has allowed me to fully encompass and embrace success. James chapter 2 verse 17 says, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, it is dead. Bold businesses don't wait for perfection. They take action. Fearful businesses freeze. They overthink. They miss opportunities. It's like learning to swim. If you keep waiting until you feel ready, you'll never get in the water. But if you dive in, you start figuring it out, you miss 100% of the shots you do not take. There's just so much packed within this. And I'm trying to tell you to take bold steps. I have met business owners who can barely read and barely write, but they have figured out how to subsidize their handicaps by engaging in things like strategic partnerships and building relationships, so much so that you can't even tell if you really didn't work with them directly that they have these handicaps. Do not embrace your handicaps. Take action. And step 3, I want you to trust in God's provision. Boldness comes from faith, not from fear. And 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7 says, for God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. Fearful businesses operate as if everything depends on them. It's like trying to carry a heavy load alone when there's a forklift right next to you. You just have to trust in it to do the heavy lifting. A baby bird, when learning to fly, doesn't just take off blindly. It watches from the safety of the nest. It sees its parents soaring through the sky, proving that flight is possible. At first, it hesitantly hops onto the edge of the nest, peering at the world below, watching others take off and return. Each day, it gains a little bit more courage, a little bit more belief that maybe, just maybe, it too can fly. Then one day, it gathers enough bravery to leap to the nearest branch. Its tiny wings flap frantically, mimicking the movement it has seen countless times before, and it wobbles, but it doesn't fall. And encouraged by this small victory, the bird repeats the process, jumping back to the nest, then back to the branch, gaining more confidence with each attempt. The next day, it dares to leap further and further, from branch to branch, then from tree to tree. Soon, what seemed impossible becomes instinct. Before long, that same bird that once hesitated at the nest's edge is gliding across the valley, soaring over the mountains and across continents. But had it never taken that first uncertain step out of the nest, where would it be today? The same principle applies to bidding. Even if you don't win your first bid, you've taken a step, you've gained experience, and you started building the muscle that you need to win. Winning contracts is like planting seeds. You don't see the harvest overnight, but keep planting, and soon enough, you'll have an orchard. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best is right now. Faith without works is dead. You can have all the potential in the world, but if you don't plug in that lamp, you'll never shine. It's like having a Lamborghini in your driveway, but never turning the key. You've got the horsepower, but you're not using it. Bold businesses plug in the lamp. They don't wait to feel ready. They take action. Let me leave you with this. What you practice, your business preaches. If you practice fear, your business will operate in fear. But if you practice boldness, if you speak life, take action, and trust God, you'll start to see change. Thank you for coming in with us today. Till next time, this is Alison Etinoff. Go win and win big.